Kurama stopped several feet away from the discarded Geto statue. It laid miles away from the battlefield, giving him and Naruto plenty of room to attempt the final task of this war, the Geto statue's destruction. "What are the odds we can do this?" Naruto asked, his voice monotone. Kurama frowned. "Lo, there's a reason Hagoromo, even with the Ten Tails, couldn't destroy its shell. If he risked it, he could have lost control over its chakra, due to sealing techniques not existing at the time. That said, you and I were able to damage it in the past, and even if we can't destroy it completely, it won't regenerate. Then, so long as Sasuke sends it to the moon, we shouldn't see it for a long time, considering there's only one Uchiha now." Naruto nodded, jumping atop the Geto statue's head. He motioned for Kurama to step forward, extending his fist. "Let's do it. One more time, Kurama." The fox smirked, his own massive fist tapping the blonde's. "Take everything you need." Orange marks appeared around the blonde's eyes, his pupils becoming crosses. Chakra flooded into him, seeping out of his pores as golden light. Kurama jumped away from the blonde, watching as he weaved hand signs. A minute passed, then 2, and then 5. He wasn't sure where they came from, but they felt so natural to perform. Kurama was speechless. His gaze climbed higher and higher. Naruto's new jutsu towered over him, blocking the sunset behind them. The center was a pitch-black Truth Seeker orb, chakra swirling around it, depicting a vibrant rainbow. Kurama decided to move further back. He hoped Naruto knew how to handle the monstrosity, because it certainly had the power to kill him. Wind style, soul speed. Naruto shot into the air, his technique ascending ahead of him. He could feel its immense weight, yet he flew with such ease. After a few minutes, he found himself struggling to breathe, deciding this was a sufficient height. He looked down, Kurama no more than an orange speck. He could sense he was leading the revived shinobi away from the area. Naruto wasn't sure how powerful his technique was, but the safer they were, the better. "I must admit, I did not foresee this." Naruto's head turned in every direction, unable to match the voice to Hagoromo's spirit form. "I'm afraid you cannot see me, because, as you've guessed, my spirit has almost diminished." "Then what happens now?" Naruto asked. "I'll move on to the world after, at long last. My power shall remain in you. You may use it, or give it, as you wish," Hagoromo answered. Naruto frowned. "There's more to your power, isn't there? I summoned this thing above me. This much power in a human is absurd. That may be, but you may need it. If not, someone else, far into the future. Chakra will persist across the world for all time. Yes, the danger it poses is great, but the good it can do far surpasses that. That is the same with any tool, especially in the hands of humanity. You are not perfect, nor am I, but I have chosen you to carry on my work. Wisdom is required, and wisdom is what you possess, Naruto Uzumaki. Do with that knowledge what you wish, and when you too pass on, I'll be waiting eagerly to speak to you once more." Hakuyuki waits patiently as well. Naruto had no words, his mind once more a blur. By the time he was able to string together words, he could no longer sense Hagoromo's presence. All he felt was a fading cold hand on his shoulder. The blonde's smile was almost imperceptible. This wasn't a difficult choice, not when he knew Haku accepted it. "I'll do it," he said to himself, expression turning grim. "May this be the final ninjutsu that ever has to be used for war," Naruto muttered, unaware Kurama was whispering the same words. Across the great nations, everyone was thinking the same too. Truth Seeker style, World Ender. Naruto dropped his raised arm. After a moment, the black orb began its descent, rainbow strings following. Naruto looked up, feeling the sun's rays on his skin before it dipped beyond the horizon. World Ender was an implosion that left nothing that possessed chakra. The earth was largely unaffected, only a crater left from the initial impact. Every animal, tree, and blade of grass was gone. The ghetto statue no longer existed. Apart from a sliver of wood no bigger than a strand of hair. When Naruto finally landed, Sasuke was already holding it, Rinnegan pulsing. "Is this everything?" Naruto nodded, Sasuke returning the gesture. With a burst of chakra, the sliver vanished in a puff of smoke. The moon began to rise. Sasuke turning to the silent Naruto. "You'd better not go on a power trip like I did back then," Uchiha commanded. Naruto nodded. "Let's go back to the Leaf Village, Sasuke. I have a few things to do." Sasuke raised an eyebrow. "What could you possibly have to do in order to remain so nonchalant?" "I just need to pack my things." "What does that mean?" Uchiha insisted. "From this day forward, I'm no longer a shinobi of the Hidden Leaf Village. If I stayed, I'd simply become a source of power, just like the tailed beasts. If peace is to last, I cannot stay." Sasuke blinked. "Where will you go then?" "To be honest, I'm not really sure," Naruto replied, flashing a wide, foxy grin. If you like what you just heard, consider hitting the subscribe button and bell icon to get notified about new videos. If there's a part you've missed, then check out the entire playlist on screen. If you like this story, please share it with your fellow anime lovers. Any support helps a lot. That's all for now. This is Ninja Kai, disappearing in a golden flash.